Eldora, the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. This is the last chance qualifying race. The top two go to the main, and some others that get in on a provisional, but you don't want to take any chances. There you see our lineup, the 12 trucks. Wayne Edwards and Austin Wayne Self will start it off. Rico Abreu in that 98 and Travis Quapple in the 50 had an issue in their qualifier. We'll see if that plays over.
Yeah, well, I don't know where the 50 started, but according to the 50, they're just fixing their truck to wreck us, so a little FYI.
Keep an eye on that for sure in the 50 of Travis Quapple and, of course, that 98 of Rico Abreu.
You'll have that on short track racing.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't play out that way. Great start by Wayne Edwards on the outside. He's going to take the lead into one.
15 laps here in this last chance qualifier. Only the green flag laps count.
A little bit different racetrack, too. We had 25 lap modified race that just happened here. So this racetrack is a little bit different than it was. A little bit of contact.
Norm Benning into the wall in that 6 truck.
Cody Coughlin, the 51 truck, ran in the back of Norm. About Austin Wayne Self doing a nice job here battling for the lead with Chris Fontaine in the 78.
Wayne Edwards in that 49 truck started on pole position as you're on board with the 98 of Rico Abreu going by the 49 of Edwards. Got Bomb Energy Drink on the truck this week and next week at Pocono. Good to see.
Yeah, Wayne needs to get that thing up there and try to get up in the top 2 spots here. Again, some of these guys will be able to fall back on provisionals, but why not go ahead and ensure yourself up in the top 2 here? That 82 truck of Sean Core battling for the lead right now. He does not have any provisionals to fall back on. He has to finish in the top 2 spots.
And look at Austin Wayne Self down on the bottom of the racetrack. I noticed him in his qualifier. He was making that line work. Contact from our leaders. You can tell that Core's got to make his way in through this race. He's driving the wheels off that 82.
There's Cody Coughlin in the yellow 51 and Austin Wayne Self in the 22, lurking back there. Thinking maybe if those two out front, Fontaine and Core, get together, they're going to capitalize.
Well, how about Cody Coughlin? He started all the way back at the back of this 12-truck field, already up to 3rd now, battling for 2nd.
Look at that battle for the lead. Those 3 trucks, nose to tail. Coughlin's going to try to dive to the inside. Oh, and Core goes around.
Sean Core spins in turn 4. Still green. Is he going to be able to refire and keep rolling? He does.
He would have been better off to have stopped and brought off the caution flag where he finds himself now a half track behind our leader.
Can't intentionally cause a caution, though, so maybe he just decided to err on the side of safety. Look at this battle, though. These guys are still not giving up on getting up there and doing something with our leader.
Austin Wayne Self was running right on the bottom of the racetrack, and Corbin Forrester said, I want to be inside of that.
There wasn't room,
He
Phil.
nosed his way in there, though, didn't he?
Oh, and he's just going to turn him, it looks like. Look at this contact.
This is a battle for 4th. Forrester on the inside of that 43.
Rico Abreu now has made his way up into the transfer spot in the 2nd.
Fontaine in 3rd, so Abreu passes him. So Rico now into that transfer spot here in the last chance race.
And that truck is working much better than it was in his qualifying race. He couldn't get the thing to jump sideways at all. It was just pushing so bad. Now he's got a little bit better feel for that truck. They made some serious repairs. You can see the damage on the right side of the 98. But I think Rico's liking what he's feeling now.
Yeah, and he's back to what we anticipated him to be a contender here tonight.
Yeah, it looks pretty good on the left side, then the right side. They're like 2 different trucks.
And you know, Phil, he'll be able to
right there.
He'll be able to feel what this truck's all about with his dirt racing experience and tell the team exactly what kind of adjustments he's going to need in order to be able to go up there and win this race. Don't count Rico Abreu out.
Remember, the top 2 in this last chance qualifier automatically to the main tonight, the 150 lapper. The rest will need to depend on provisionals.
Austin Wayne Self has done a nice job. He's used the bottom of the racetrack to get by the 78 of Fontaine as we continue to watch Rico Abreu, who rides along right now in the 2nd spot. He's got about a half a lap or half a straightaway lead on that battle for 3rd between Austin Wayne Self and the 22, Corbin Forrester in the 43 right there, and there's Chris Fontaine, the 78.
4 laps to go in this last chance race.
That 43 truck right there, Corbin Forrester, has to make it into the top 2 positions to be able to transfer. He really doesn't have any points to fall back on.
Now that's not going to happen for this team, and it's such a shame to come here with so much hopes. Know your fate depends on how you do in your qualifying race and the last chance qualifier, and then come up short. So disappointing.
It looks like he might be able to get up to the 4th spot, but again, that's not going to be good enough.
2 laps to go for the leaders.
Got to give a call out to Cody Coughlin. A bit of a struggle yesterday in practice. Struggled in his qualifying race, but man, Rico Abreu cannot close the gap. Coughlin's doing a nice job out front.
Coming to get the white flag, Cody Coughlin. Driving for Kyle Busch Motorsports this week. Rico Abreu, 2nd place for ThorSport. Final lap.
Good news. I think Rico's figuring something out here for later on. This truck is definitely better than it was. And Cody Coughlin certainly as well. Started last on the field, drove it to 1st.
Coming to the checkered flag in the last chance qualifier, using it to their advantage. Cody Coughlin and Rico Abreu, 1-2.
And you know, Vince, this track will continue to change. So just because you weren't right earlier in the day doesn't mean you won't have a chance, especially when you have the experience that Rico has, to make some noise in the main.
Well, if nothing else, it's going to be very exciting watching Rico come from deep in the field on board there with Cody Coughlin. He takes a big, deep sigh of relief. He's going to the show later tonight. Back for more from Eldora. We've had individual truck qualifying. We've had 5 qualifying races. We've had a last chance race here at Eldora. We are all set now for the main. Here's the results of our last chance qualifier. Those in yellow are advancing to the main either via direct advancement, Coughlin and Abreu, or those that got in on provisionals. Stay tuned. The setup is next with John Roberts and Todd Bodine.
Tonight for the truck.